Hello, Scrappy Peeps. Suzanna here today for Scrapbooking Boys to Men, a series I'm doing with a couple of my friends, and today is the letter R. So I am doing recent reads. You could do recent or you could do reads. I am working with a kit from the Scraproom kit. This is from a little while ago. It is PhotoPlay Heart and Home, and that is a digital cut file of an open book. I think it might be the Paige Evans version. It may not be. But it is definitely from the Silhouette store. And I have pictures of my son reading recently, and then on a old Ellie's Studio 3x4 pocket card, I had him write the title of the 5 most recent books that he read. I am going to use the digital cut file without backing it because I really like it just sort of as it is so that you see the white pages. And my intent had been that I'm going to use this 4x6 photo and the 3x4 photo and not all of the digital cut file, so that you would have sort of the gradation, kind of like stacks of books on the right hand side, and then that pocket card on the left hand side. So that was a stash card, 3x4 card. I want to say that was crepe paper from forever ago that I had cut to use on something else and didn't like it, so I just used some double-sided tape to hold it together, and then that way I can peel the backing off of the tape off to adhere that down. So what I'm struggling with here is I know I want this configuration of elements, but I'm not sure how to get that 3x4 card over there in that top left hand corner because of the way that the gray is chopped off up at the top there. It would look perfect in a pocket page because you don't have the angles that I like, the slight angles that I like to use, and so I've decided to move on to something else while I am struggling with that. I have backed the 3x4 photo with that yellow, and again the color base of all of this is coming from that diagonal stripe on the left hand side there. So this collection is very home, sort of cozy based, but it did have a couple of elements about books, and I really liked the way that the red or the maroon pops, the maroon in the book. You can't see that here on the video, but you can see in the close-ups that I want to say that it's the binding pages of the book, so the open and close are reddy maroon, and that's really the only color other than the maroon in his shorts in the photos, other than the gray, and so this just adds color to the page. So using liquid adhesive to get this file down, I love my Ultra Bond because I always make a mess when I put these fine detail things down, and you can't really see. It dries clear, and it's a little bit shiny, but not a whole lot shiny. Like really, I only see the shininess when I have my layouts underneath these glaring neon lights that I use to film with. I did not put adhesive far enough out onto the digital cut file there, so and intentionally I'm pulling it off of the edge of the page because you know that it's a book and you don't need an open book, you don't need to see the whole thing, and I like that look. To have the whole thing, I would have needed to have something on the other side of the 4x6 tall photo, and I really didn't want anything over there. So I have pulled the couch, or it's actually it's not even a love seat, the armchair from the sticker collection. I'm going to back that with foam. I don't really know where it's going to go yet. I just know that I am going to use it because I absolutely love it. He is frequently reading exactly where he is, my son, and got a cat on his lap. He doesn't have a lap cat while he's reading in these particular photos because these were very much staged so that I could get this layout done. And they are staged, but they were not staged. They are staged. What I'm trying to say is that this is where he always read, so it was not an issue. So my solution, I'm going to tuck that journal card in underneath that ripped piece, and that is going to add to the the slight off kilter of each of the photos, and then that way I have the flow on the left hand side and create that diagonal movement in the page. When I create on white cardstock, like to have my page grounded, and I feel like I need a header or a footer, which is why I've got those stripes down the left hand side. It also hides to a certain extent the asymmetry of that particular 3x4 journal card, and I will also help fix that problem by putting the title in the gray, and I knew the title was going to go there all the time. These yellow thickers are what I'm going to use. I knew my title was going to be recent reads, and so I start putting recent, and that is when I discover that, oh, I don't have small e's. So I will do recent, and then thought I would do reads in other letters, and then changed my mind and decided that reads is really what this is about. It's not about recent. And so I want reads to be in the bold letters, and then I'll use smaller letters for recent. So while we are talking about the letter R, the whole purpose of this series is to show you how you can scrapbook your boys, your men in your lives, so anywhere from toddlers all the way through to adults. I happen to have an 18-year-old, and then I also have my husband, who I really want to try and scrap more of, and that was sort of what inspired this, is not only showing you how to scrapbook the boys in your lives, the men in your lives, but men, boys throughout their spectrum. So Christy has her young fellas that she is scrapbooking. Sarah has her 3 that are sort of across a wider age range, and I do have photos of Nicholas when he was younger that I am also scrapping as well. But I also wanted to show you here how this is a very homey collection, and yet I am very much able to use it on my boy-related page, young man-related page. So I've pulled a bunch of goodies from my stash. There are embellishments, and there are plenty of embellishments that come with this kit, but because I want to go more generic themed with my embellishments, that's why I've pulled what I've pulled from my kit. And so I have, this is a collection from France. I cannot for the life of me remember the name, but old stuff that I've had in my stash for probably over 5 years now. And I'm just sprinkling things in there. These are rub-ons from Tim Holtz. That one at the bottom there says Everyday Life. And I like the way that it mimics the words that would be on the pages. And I thought I would rub a ton of words in there. But honestly, I like the clean look of the white space of the pages. I might go in tomorrow. I have to think about it, kind of sleep on it, and put a few more words into those white spaces, but I won't put too many in because, again, I want to keep and maintain that white space there. So I feel like I need something that is going to connect that 3x4 card with the armchair and my book with my photos. I feel like there's a little bit of trapped white space in there, and I need to close that off, but I'm struggling to find elements there. Because Nicholas has journaled the names of those books, I don't want too much competing there. So I'm going to use these Jilly Beans. These are kind of my go-to letters other than my Ellie Studio to put in recent, and that is going to wrap up my letter R page. Sarah is definitely playing along today. Hers might come up a little bit later, and check out what Christy has. I'm not sure if she's participating today or not, but that is my letter R. So other ideas for you for the letter R: recipe, regrets, remember, resolutions, restaurants, review, reset, race. That was a no-brainer for me with this child, but I've done so many swimming pages lately, I wanted to do something else. So enjoy the close-ups. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave them in the box down below. Thanks for stopping in today. I hope you're doing well. Come back again in 2 weeks for the letter S. See you again soon. Take care.